Welcome to the Edmonton Police Service online information session. This presentation will give an overview on why you should consider a career with the Edmonton Police Service, as well as give a brief summary of our 8-stage application process. Policing is an essential service. It requires 24/7 coverage. To provide this service, the EPS requires its employees work a variety of schedules in different working environments and locations throughout the city of Edmonton. Depending on the unit you're working, shifts may vary in duration, assigned days of work, and may follow a static or rotating schedule. The majority of our positions do involve some form of shift work. Upon joining the EPS, members are assigned to patrol in one of 6 divisions for a period of about 3 to 5 years. Patrol is considered the backbone of the EPS and offers an abundance of excitement, challenge, and it affords a broad exposure to a variety of situations and investigations. This exposure will allow a police officer to develop an essential foundation of knowledge and experience that they rely upon for the rest of their career. Specifically, patrol members follow a standardized rotating shift schedule that follows a modified 4-on, 4-off pattern. These are a series of 4 shift patterns that members rotate through sequentially that progressively transition to later start times, and each shift will last 11 hours. Officers get their patrol schedule for an entire year, allowing them to have lots of time for personal and family planning. The EPS is an equal opportunity employer and upholds the principle of equal pay for equal work among all employees, regardless of gender. Members receive a yearly base wage of $67,414, and over the course of 11 years will receive 6 pay increases that take effect based on your years of service. In addition to the base salary, there's a variety of situations where your earnings will increase because of shift differential. Night shifts, statutory holidays, working special duty, and court pay if you have to attend on your days off. Policing requires a fit lifestyle, not only for officer safety, but also for personal health. The EPS encourages their employees to maintain healthy lifestyles by having 24/7 access to gyms within all the divisions, a fitness and active lifestyle unit staffed with professionally trained fitness staff to assist members with personalized workout and nutrition plans that cater to their fitness and health goals. And it offers reduced rates at City of Edmonton rec centers. Members are also provided with a health spending account that can cover expenses that are outside what's covered by Alberta Blue Cross. In addition, on-site physiotherapists and massage therapists offer their services at police headquarters, and due to the nature of police work, members are offered a variety of personal and family support services at no extra cost. We offer a work environment that promotes lifelong learning. Through our continuing education unit, officers receive job-specific training as well as the opportunity to expand their knowledge and skills through taking various courses, workshops, and training sessions. These learning opportunities, combined with the experience of working in various policing roles, develop competencies in leadership, management, communication, and police tactics. The competencies and skill sets developed on the job, they're beneficial to both your professional and personal lives. Our officers are given the tools they need to complete the job in a safe and effective manner. On day 1, you'll get a free initial issue of uniforms and police equipment that are essential to do your job. In addition, every year you'll be given points to redeem for extra uniforms and equipment, and you'll get a yearly boot allowance of $597. The EPS also gives lots of opportunity for growth. A yearly promotional process gives you the opportunity to go through various ranks, from constable all the way up to deputy chief. And if variety is what you're looking for, we've got over 100 career options. From K-9 to crime scene investigation, you'll have plenty of opportunity to join many of our specialized units through your one career with the EPS. Of course, work-life balance is of utmost importance. Shift work does have benefits. Your rotating shift schedule means your days off are both weekends and weekdays. A lot of our members find this great to accommodate their own personal needs, where activities and appointments can be scheduled at non-peak times over a 4-day period. Our officers also start with 3 weeks of annual paid vacation that grows to 6 weeks throughout their career. You also get a pension after 25 years of service, a full salary during your training from day 1, and job security. When you become an officer with the EPS, you also become a member of the Edmonton Police Association. The EPA and EPS host many events which are open to members and their families. The EPA also owns a multi-acre property called Blue Meadows. It's for the enjoyment of its members to go camping or hold private events like weddings. In order to apply, you must meet the following minimum requirements. These requirements are a provincial standard and no exceptions can be made. You must be a Canadian citizen or have permanent resident status. You must be 18 years of age or older at the time of your application. You must possess a grade 12 high school diploma or equivalent. You must have a non-graduated Class 5 driver's license with a maximum of 5 demerits. You must have a first aid certificate and CPR level C. You must not have a criminal conviction for which a pardon has not been granted. You must have no criminal activity, either detected or non-detected, within 3 years, and you must meet vision and hearing medical standards. In addition to these minimum requirements, you should be in excellent physical condition, have good written and verbal communication skills, and be of good moral character. You're also reminded that candidate selection is a competitive process, and meeting the minimum requirements does not guarantee employment. In order to be hired, candidates will be put through an 8-stage selection process. The process is a tough but fair way to ensure the best candidates are selected. You must pass each stage prior to moving on to the next one, and depending on what stage you're at, failure to complete that step could result in either a deferral period or disqualification from the process. The first step in becoming a constable with the EPS is to fill out the application package and personal disclosure form, which can be completed online at applynow.apats.ca. From getting and uploading copies of the required documents to finding the names and contact information for your references, completing the online application can and should take some time. Candidates are reminded not to rush this submission, as it's our first impression of you. So make sure to be thorough and fill it out correctly. Regarding the personal disclosure questions, the best advice we can give you is be honest. And if it's on your mind, make sure to include it. Once your application has been submitted, it will be pre-screened by recruit selection staff to ensure you meet the minimum requirements or have anything that would preclude you from moving on to the next stage. Of course, if you have any questions, big or small, do not hesitate to contact the recruiting center. The next step in the application process is written testing. You'll be required to pass 2 different exams. The first, the Alberta Communications Test, or ACT, is a multiple-choice English exam that tests reading, vocabulary, and spelling, where you're required to get at least 55% to pass. Those who fail can continue to write the exam until they pass. However, after each failure, a waiting period to rewrite does happen. The second test, the Alberta Police Cognitive Abilities Test, or APCAT, is another multiple-choice exam. You'll be given 30 minutes to study a booklet that contains information similar to what a patrol constable would receive prior to going out on a shift. At the end of the 30 minutes, you'll begin a 2-hour and 15-minute exam, which tests your memory recall and ability to problem solve. Minimum passing score is 70%, and you only have 3 chances to pass. Failure to pass the exam on your 3rd attempt does disqualify you from getting hired at any municipal police agency within Alberta. It's suggested that you study prior to writing the ACT and the APCAT exams. We recommend the following resources to prepare: any grade 12 English or math textbooks, the Canadian Police Officer's Exam Book, and policeprep.com. After passing your exams, you'll be contacted to complete the A-Prep fitness test.
The A-Prep is the physical readiness evaluation for police officer applicants. It is conducted to assess physical abilities for police work. The A-Prep entails a pursuit restraint circuit and a shuttle run. The pursuit restraint circuit involves a series of job simulation tasks in which an applicant must chase and get to a problem, involving scaling a wall, climbing stairs, changes of direction, and a restraint simulation of pushing and pulling and handcuffing, involved with a victim drag of 15 meters. The pursuit restraint circuit passing score is 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and the passing score for the Leger shuttle run is stage 7.
In the STAR format, we feel it's a great way for you to organize your thoughts. However, you don't have to say, this is my situation, this is my task.
The next stage is passing the behavioral descriptive interview. This is often cited by successful applicants as one of the more difficult parts of the selection process, especially if you haven't prepared. You will need to provide recent examples for all 6 competencies listed here. You'll be asked a question about the competency and will need to provide a specific, concise, and detailed answer to the question, making sure to focus on providing evidence of that competency. Stage 5 is the personal disclosure interview, lasting about 2 to 3 hours. During this interview, your file manager will go through your personal disclosure form and you will discuss your previous actions in order to determine your ethics, integrity, and honesty.
Okay, Cheryl, the test is about to begin. Please remain still. Do you live in Canada?
Yes.
When you pass the PDI, you'll then move on to a polygraph interview. This is a truth verification interview that will confirm your honesty and integrity when it comes to the information you gave us in the personal disclosure form and the personal disclosure interview. Stage 7 is a complete psychological evaluation and medical exam conducted by a City of Edmonton contracted physician. And finally, during the last stage of the process, selection staff will conduct a background investigation where references will be contacted. In addition, an enhanced security check and credit check will be completed. Once you've finished the selection process, an offer of employment will be given. Once accepted, you'll be enrolled in the next available recruit training class. The first stage of recruit training includes 5.5 months of Academy Foundations. Here, you'll learn everything you need to be an effective and successful patrol officer, including in-class police sciences training like criminal and municipal law, as well as documentation and investigative training. Solid police skills are also taught, including officer safety, firearms, and emergency vehicle operation. Recruits then move on to field development. This is where you get partnered up with a police training officer and you'll be responding to real calls for service in one of our 6 divisions. And when you've finished field development, you graduate from recruit training. So your formal recruit training is now over and you've graduated, but there's still lots to learn. Additional training and assessment will be completed in months 12 and 16. Based on your performance, individualized training and skills plans will be created to revisit and improve on areas of weakness. After completing 18 months on the job, your probationary status will be removed. So thank you for joining us for this brief overview of becoming an officer with the Edmonton Police Service. We encourage everyone to visit the joineps.ca website. That's where you'll find more in-depth information on everything that we've talked about in this presentation. And the recruiting staff, they're here to help you in any way. So never hesitate to call or email with any specific questions you have. And of course, if you want to get started right away, start volunteering in your community for a cause you're passionate about. Being a police officer is all about improving the community and helping people. And you don't need a badge and a uniform to do that.